Hello, I'm sitting really close to the camera, I've just noticed. This is going to be a really quick video. I'm going to call it Pickups number 73 because there was another reason for me making this video. You might never see it for the reason that I'm about to explain, but it's not really worth one video on its own. So I thought I'd bundle in some pickups as well, to pad it out a bit, so to speak. Now, the main reason for this video is just to apologise for people whose videos I've not watched, because I'm having internet problems, and it's nothing to do with. I've been assured by the guy from my service provider that it's nothing. It is an external problem. It's nothing to do with any websites I shouldn't have been looking at, so that might have done something nasty to my computer. But I not that I've been doing that anyway. So if anybody's been thinking that, and I haven't. I've got another. It's the sun again. When I thought I'm going to make a video, it was raining. I thought that's perfect. There's enough light. I won't get sun streaming across my. Anyway, we're back here again. Where was I? Yeah, my internet connection, for whatever reason, nothing to do with me, for whatever reason, is really slow. Really slow. I'm having really bad problems watching videos. Most videos, when I click on play, they don't load, and so they pause every 5 seconds. Some, if I pause them, they will load, and then I can come back to them once they've loaded, and I can watch them in one long stretch. But the majority don't do that. They get so far and then stop. And I tell you what, watching videos in 5-10 second bursts gets old really quickly. I've soldiered through a few people's, but it just gets royally on my tits. I tell you, it does. It's just there's no explaining it. I'm not going to explain it. It just winds me up. Try it. Try watching a video in 5-second bursts, especially a 40-minute video. It's not fun. So hence I've got a massive backlog, a huge backlog of videos to watch. I've tried watching about it's about 30 odd at least, and there's more being added to it all the time. I've tried watching them all about 3 times, but nothing ever changes. And like I said, I've been told by the guy from my service provider. It's quite difficult to say. I've been told by the guy it's nothing to do with our computer. It's an external fault. He's got onto a BT who own the line. BT are looking into it. I've been told to keep my router on for 3 days so the signal doesn't fluctuate. That's what I've been doing. So hopefully, fingers crossed, because the same guy said that he'd be able to do it. The guy from my service provider said he'd be able to fix it remotely, but that didn't have any effect. It's exactly the same. I mean, it's getting to the point where I can't even look at like Google Images, because a page or like a page on Tumblr, because like a page of images, just like still images, will take 5 minutes to load. It just reminds me of the good old days of dial-up, where it would take half an hour just to see a nipple. Anyway, that's it. That's my excuse. I don't like making excuses, and that's what this is. But I also don't like not watching people's videos, because I enjoy watching people's videos. And it makes me uncomfortable, and I feel like I'm being a rude bastard. I'm not, honestly. But anyway, I'm sure there was other things I wanted to say besides. Sorry, there's a woman walking past my window. There is actually videos, upcoming videos. It's another reason. I have no idea how this is going to upload because my internet's slow. I was going to keep it short. It's already 5 minutes. When my internet's slow, it might affect the uploading process. It probably will. So I've got videos, plenty of videos in the pipeline. A very, very not out of date. What's the word? Long overdue. Jesus Christ. A long overdue video for TG Appalachian. I was tagged, and it's tagged by a Norwegian noob. And I'm really, really embarrassed that I missed it, and then obviously took ages to watch the tag video, and then realised that I was tagged. That's embarrassing, and I'm really, really keen to get that done. So that will be coming along in the next few days, as long as my internet is back up and working properly. I mentioned in my last video about I've got some games, just loose games I just want to get rid of. A few people have mentioned that they're interested. I'm gonna, for fairness, for a sense of fairness, I'm gonna lump them into. I've got a load of games I want to sell actually. I don't want the hassle of eBay. eBay irritates me, winds me up. I find the process stressful, dealing with sort of faceless individuals. I mean, and I know in some sense it's more secure, but if I'm dealing with people on YouTube, it'll be easier to rectify problems and things. You know, if any arise, and I can do a video giving better descriptions of all of the games, so people know exactly what they're getting. So there's never that sort of dodgy area where you can disagree over descriptions of things. But so I've got quite a decent pile of stuff actually, some good games in the list. That's why I want to get rid of. I'll try and the plan was to try and undercut eBay prices, buy it nows. You know, a good significant proportion under eBay prices, because I really want to get rid of them. Even though I'm not going to give them away, obviously. I'm going to give the free discs, the loose discs away, yeah. But all the others, so it's all going to go in one big video. So it's probably going to be quite a long video. So probably will have to make sure that my internet's sorted. But so that will be coming up as well. And as I always say in all of my recent videos, there's going to be an XCOM video. An XCOM video coming up, because I have been doing some proper grinding. Really good grinding. And we're looking good, lads. We're looking good. And I'm hopeful. I think this is going to happen. Yeah. Come on. Right. Pad out this video even more. Pickups video. This pickups. Initially, most of this, well, no, not most of it, some of it, is from Blockbuster. It's I think it was Ben Shenmuzo. He made me aware of it. That Blockbuster's sale had kicked up a notch, or at least last week it was. I went back in the last few days, and it's back to 50%. I think that shows a lack of respect, bastards. That annoys me actually. They're almost like they've sort of dangled the carrot of the big discounts, and then they've got people talking about it. And then if you didn't act on it straight away, and maybe you stepped back slightly, but then you acted on it a week later, and then you go into a Blockbuster, and the discount's gone back up to 50%, and I think it's just, I don't know. It's almost, I feel manipulated, because when I went back in, I didn't buy anything, and I probably would have done if the discounts were lower, as they were. But I just felt, not only was the discount less, but I felt manipulated. I felt let down. And not only that, one of the other branches I was going to go in had already closed. Literally, it closed the morning I got there. Even though there were people in there, maybe I just didn't push the right door, because there was 2 doors next to each other, and in and out. I pushed the in door and didn't open. But there were people in there. But, yeah, right. I can show you what I got, because I did get some stuff last week when the discounts were low. Not bad actually. It's not bad stuff. There's some other stuff in the way, so I'm going to have to move around without giving too much. Don't drop it. I'm dropping it. That order. Alright. Right. In order of appeal to me, anyway. This was, can't remember, 70% off Bayonetta for £5.99, which worked out at £1.80. Yeah, it's I think when it was initially out, I just dismissed it as a sort of like a God of War, Devil May Cry clone. But I think its reputation. In recent months actually, I've been made aware that its reputation is better than that. It's not just a clone of what we've all seen before. It's a whole degree better. So which made me more interested than I have been in the past. And obviously this was £1.80, which is sort of charity shop prices, really. And it's not an expensive game anyway. I mean, sort of £5.99 is cheap enough as it is, but I didn't want to pay £5.99. But yeah, and it doesn't seem to be in too bad nick, actually. So, there's no, I'm not missing any game content download, which is always a bonus. That often puts me off games when I'm obviously going to be missing content download. This next one was supposed to be brand new. I've got a feeling, don't know, something about it, which means it was sold as brand new. It's Shadows of the Damned. This looks interesting, actually. It's Grasshopper, Shinji Mikami sort of designed game, isn't it? Someone's going to cut me down as being misinformed. But no, I've seen gameplay videos of this. I've seen people LPing this, and it looks good actually. I think it's one of those games which has something different about it. Maybe mechanics don't always work, and there's a bit of good and bad, and I often like those sorts of games, and I can look past sort of the faults. But Shadows of the Damned, that's another game that's been relatively cheap, and that's sort of about a standard price at £10, and you'd pay that in HMV as well. But yeah, it was supposed to be brand new. That's the brand new sticker. So that was 60% off, which worked out as £4. Yeah, also £4. That's easy. And the case is a bit scuffed, but it's been sitting on the shelf. Inside looks okay. The manual looks okay, but the disc isn't 100%. I wouldn't say there's scratches. There's more maybe smears, but it's not 100%, which makes me suspicious that maybe it's not brand new. But she got it out of the brand new like little drawer. So yeah. Anyway, it was only £4. I'm not going to complain, and they're closing soon anyway, so I won't be able to complain. I've kept the receipts, but what good is that going to do? Actually, I think most of my branches around here are closing. I think there's maybe one. Yeah. They're all closed. They've all got the big liquidation sign. And finally, the game that I'm most keen on is Mass Effect 3. Again, this was 70% off, so this was £4.20. And this is my sort of game. It's an RPG. I mean, I know certain people have tried it and not enjoyed it. Massively missed the point. That was another thing, actually. Yeah, Pete Nestastic and Alex Blutonic both mentioned to me if I ever felt like doing a sort of an RPG beginner's guide, which I am really up for doing, and I'm in the program. I've been writing things, I've written things, and I've got loads of ideas, but I really want to make it good. Really want to make it sort of proper, worthwhile, good, which is brilliant English. And also, I'm also well aware that I know certain amount, but you know there are people out there who know way more than I do, so I can only do it from my perspective. So I can go as far as to say, you know, I mean, I'm more into things like JRPGs than Western RPGs, so I'd have to maybe do it from that perspective. But I can sort of, the idea was I can sort of give a decent footing and then maybe talk about from my own perspective. So, but it might be more than one video, I don't know. But it's going to be interesting, and like I said, I've had some good ideas and I've written some stuff down. And that was a while back, but I'm excited by that. But like I said, I just want to make it good. But this is an RPG, and so that was sort of a thinly veiled reference to Pete's dislike for Mass Effect. And I've forgotten what he said. What did he say about it? It was quite funny actually when he'd been playing Mass Effect. It was something really disparaging and bitter. It was just bullshit. No, Pete, it's just not your sort of game. So I'm not that sort of argument. I'm done with that game. But no, I really want to play this just to see how the ending does pan out, because I've got a feeling it's going to be like the ending of The Sopranos, which lots of people had beef with, but I really liked. But I know the ending's got a bit of a reputation as being a bit dodgy. Finally, from Blockbuster, not finally as far as pickups, but finally from Blockbuster, probably my best find, although I'm way out of date with this. It's a wireless network adapter. That's their real price, 62 quid. I think it's way overpriced. I don't understand why they sell them for that much. Surely it's within Microsoft's interest to get us to buy, to sell these as cheaply as possible, so that they can then go on to milk more money from us from a different avenue, because that's what it is. It just basically opens up a whole new market. Now I've got this, I can go and spend money on Microsoft points and downloadable content and downloadable games, can't I? But before that, the major barrier to me was the 62 quid. But I think Blockbuster was overpriced anyway, and H&V are overpriced. I mean, even second hand, I very nearly bought a second-hand version of one of these from Cash Generator for, I think it was £21 in total. But this was 70% off, because this was accessories, so 70% off, brand new, £18.60. Those are all 10 quid, by the way. They came out to a nice round 10 quid. So £18.60. So I could sell it on if I wanted to, get 30, 40 quid maybe, but I'm not gonna. But now I've finally got one of these. If only I could remember the password to my my wireless network. I can't. Anyway, move those out the way. Finally, which order should I do? Which order? This order. Went into a charity shop last week and saw two archetypal video game geeks, which I am one. You know, there's happened to be three of us in the shop at the same time. They were together, I was on my own. I got a bit defensive when I saw them hovering over a pile of games. I thought, hang on, they're about to buy those games and I want them. And I got a bit, I didn't actually get territorial, but in my head I was willing them to put them down. And this one in particular, it's Cannon Fodder, one of my favourite Mega Drive games. I had this when I first had a Mega Drive, loved it. It's driving up the wall. I mean, it's sort of the permadeath thing, in the way that it works with XCOM. It doesn't let up with my sort of sense of order and the need to keep the soldiers alive. Every time they die, I'll just have to, I don't know, just winds me up. But that's part of the appeal of the game, is it elicits that sort of reaction. I mean, if a game wasn't very good, I'd never react that badly to it. But I love this game, and this was £1. Luckily, they put them down. There were others, but I didn't really, there was Road Rash 2, but the condition wasn't that good. Apart from the others, there was, what else was there? There was a Sonic Pinball and Jungle Book. I wasn't really too bothered about those. But now, just a few more, which is good because I'm already over 20 minutes and this was supposed to be a short video. Just a few more. Wait there. Got my jogging bottoms on. I just realised that there was an extra element to this because these are PS1 games. I'll give it away. These are PS1 games, and they've had the cases swapped out because both games I bought were in pretty bad nick. One's a duplicate, which I'd already said I wasn't going to buy anymore, but I did because it's a decent game. And so I'll show you the old case. So obviously I'll give it away straight away. What case comes like that with that sticker on the front? This was from Cash Generator. It was $1.99. Yeah, there you go, $1.99. So, anybody tell me what game came with that sticker on the front? Oh, I'll give it away. It's Final Fantasy VI. This was $1.99 from Cash Generator. I ummed and ahed over this because it doesn't have the Final Fantasy X demo disc, and on top of that, the disc is about I'd say it's a 5.5, 5. I wouldn't quite go as far as that. It's a 6. I mean, the things it will work. I've not tested it, but it will work. It's just that they're all sort of minor scratches, really. A lot of them, scuffs and scratches. Nothing really deep, And they're sort of dotted around. There's nothing. It's not really bad, but it's not perfect. It's about a 5, I'd say. But good. It'll work. There'll be no problems with it working. But so I was able to swap out. So that will go in the little sale that I'm going to have later sometime. So and I'll adjust the price accordingly, considering it's not complete and the disc's a bit dodgy. It's not that dodgy. I'm talking about playing it down, play it up, man, sell it. And the second game comes in a case like this. This I did change. Why did I change this? I changed it for a reason. Oh, that's why I changed it, because the case is broken. Comes in a case like this. In my last pickups video, I actually bought some replacement cases of this style. So hey, bonus! This is a keeper. This one, Small Combat Trilogy, and that was 30p. 30p. So this is a keeper. Although the disc is in very similar condition to. This one's more dirty, it's got a blob of something on it. You have to somehow get that off. It's like someone's eating their dinner off of it. But that was 30p. So I'll be an idiot not to give a 30p game a punt, even if the disc's a bit iffy. That's probably more 4.5. It'd probably be about 6 if I cleaned it. But yeah. And yesterday, one game here, looks like 2, but it's actually 1. Soon that will be revealed why. Yes, I'll show you. It's a Final Fantasy VII from Cancer Research. As you can see, as seen, no disc, number 4, £2. And that's it's not complete. But the thing is, I do have a Final Fantasy VIII, which is missing a disc 1. It's also missing its manual. This is missing its manual. So I did have a Final Fantasy VIII that's missing a disc 1. So now I've got almost complete minus manual Final Fantasy VIII, and one which is all spares, which is like a disc 2, disc 3, and sleeves. So this now is just disc 2, disc 3, and sleeves. But I'll keep that as spares, or I can put it into the little sale if anybody shows any sort of interest that they might need if they're missing a disc 2 or a disc 3 or the sleeves. So, but here it is now. So this one got cracks on the back, but the crack on the there's no cracks on the front, just cracks on the back, and all the oh shit. That's the teeth in that are okay. They're not solid. They're all in place, but they're just not. They're a bit soft, so to speak. 25 minutes, Jesus Christ, this is supposed to be short. So I'm going to cut it off here. Keep an eye out for all those videos that I did mention that I was going to do. Hopefully this will upload. If not, I'll have to leave it until everything's sorted. Which, I'm doing this now on Saturday morning. Saturday afternoon. So if it's not Saturday afternoon when you're watching it, or when this has been uploaded, then you'll know that my internet problems have continued beyond Saturday morning and into next week. So keep an eye out for any of those videos. Will come after this. So I'll let you go. So I'll see you later. Come on, England. Come on. Oh fuck! Crack me hand. See you later, peeps. Thanks for watching.